Hello, what's happening, confidence givers? Happy Monday. As you guys are coming in, say hey, let me know where it is you guys are coming in from. Super excited to be here today because I get these questions all the time of what does it take to be a top earner? Because I've seen it before, guys. How many of you guys have heard or seen, or maybe it's happened to you where you've had success in network marketing? And then it kind of, ebbs and flows like all network marketing businesses do, right? We're in sales come and go. And then what happens is you're at the top and then you're kind of in the lull. And I've seen it. How many of you guys have fallen off the ladder and let life get in the way? Or maybe it got hard and then you're not giving it your all. So we're going to talk about today what it takes to be a top earner and consistently hit the top ranks of your company and what it really means to be a leader in this space. And so we're going to talk about it because I remember when I had switched companies about 4 years ago, and I had hit the ground running at my current company that I was at. What ended up happening was a few people went up to me and they said, "Oh my God, I'm so impressed with you. Some people can build it once, but they can't build it twice." And so what I want to share with you guys are some of the things that have allowed me to not only build once, but build twice and not bring my team with me whenever I did change companies, right? And I'm not saying that you're going to change companies or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But what happens when the hard gets hard? That's when true leadership really comes into play. And that's what we're going to be talking about in today's training. Hello from Louisville, Kentucky. I can't see who it is. It just says Facebook user. And so what I want to talk about today are some of the things that it really takes in order to be successful in this space. And guys, it's not sexy, okay? It is not sexy what it takes to be successful, okay? But the number one thing that sets a leader apart from somebody that's not going to have success, the number one thing, and I want you guys to put this in the comments, it's your mindset, okay? Are you pouring into your mind and are you pouring into your personal development? Okay, if somebody can put personal development in the comments. And so here's the truth, right? Like I was saying before, our business has ebbs and flows. It comes and it goes, right? There's some months that we're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm going to build it all the way to the top. And then it's like, oh my God, this is the worst. Oh my God, I think I got to go back to, blah, 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 blah. This isn't working for me, right? And when that happens, when the highs are high, it's really easy to celebrate, right? It's really easy to go all in on your business because you're in momentum and you're moving and you're grooving and it feels really good, right? And it's easy. Hey, hi from Hawaii. How are you? When it becomes hard, when you're in that lull, or maybe you're even in that little bit of a decline, right? That's when it gets hard. That's when it gets hard to be a leader. And that's when you need to dive into your personal development. That's what's going to get you out of it, right? We can all do the easy. The easy is really easy, but can we all do the hard? And that's the question that you've got to ask yourself. Can you do the hard when you don't want to do it because business isn't what you want it to be? And the number one thing is personal development, guys. You need to be pouring into your personal development, right? Because what you feed your mind is what's going to grow. And if you're feeding your mind shit, then what's going to happen is the shit is going to continue to grow. And you don't want that to happen. So in the comments, I want to know, what is your favorite personal development book? And so I was talking to a few of my leaders this week, this past week, I should say, and we were talking and there were, people go in lulls. And I was like, have you been pouring into your personal development? And the answer was, no, not the way I should be. right? So the number one thing that's going to make you a top earner, honestly, it's not sexy. I have like a hair right here that is like sticking up. My hair is very unruly today. It's your personal development. I can tell you which ones are my favorite books if you guys want to hear them. Number one, Energy Bus is amazing for personal development. So if somebody wants to put that in the comments below, Energy Bus, The Big Leap is one of my faves. Okay, like one of my faves. I love, what is it called? The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. That one was huge for me, and it's one that I've read multiple times. On Fire is another one of my favorite books that I loved to read. All of those are really, really important books, and it depends on where you're stuck, right? Like for me, the Energy Bus was great when I was in the lull and I was feeding myself negative thoughts. The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind for me was really good when I realized that I had a money mindset issue that I needed to overcome. The Big Leap was really good. So all of these, it depends on the season of where you're at, right? Okay. And so what I want to know in the comments is, what is your go-to book for personal development? Okay. Because that's the number one thing that I truly think sets a leader apart. Thank you, Lacey, for putting that up there. I appreciate it. And so that's the number one thing that I think really sets apart a leader than somebody that's not leading. And it's because we have poured into ourselves. I've always said it. This business is personal development with a paycheck. The more you pour into your mindset, the more you pour into yourself and your learning, the better you're going to be at this craft. Okay. So what I want to know is, what is your favorite book? And if you don't have one, Lacey just typed some of my favorite ones up here. So I've got it for you. They are fantastic. Okay. And they are going to get you through the hard times, because in this business, we all have hard times, period. I don't care who you are, right? We all can have that stinking thinking, that negative mindset, right? And we have two choices. We can let it stop us, or we can let it fuel us. Okay. And the way to let it fuel you is to pour into yourself. That is huge. Okay. Huge. Now, the other thing that I have seen the biggest difference between leaders and people that are having success is they're constantly building their business, right? I've seen it far too often where somebody builds their business and they take their foot off the gas and they wait for their team to continue to build them up to the top. You can't do that, guys. A leader leads by example. A leader leads by showing their team what they need to be doing. They don't just sit and watch their team. They don't do that, because what you'll quickly realize is your team is going to do exactly what you're doing. The top earners in this industry are constantly building and constantly doing the do. In fact, my goal every month, it doesn't happen every month, but my goal is to be the number one spot, or between the 1 and the 3 spot on my team, meaning I'm selling as much in product as my top sellers on my team, and I'm bringing in the most business builders or equal amounts of business builders, right? So I am consistently in the top 3 or 4 in my team, because what we need to do is we need to lead by example. I don't take my foot off the gas. I am constantly doing the do. And guys, if you're not doing the do, or you're not sure what it is I'm talking about, you need to be doing your Power Prospecting Planner. If you guys have not gotten your hands on my Power Prospecting Planner, I recommend getting it on Amazon. Just drop planner in the comments. I'll send you over the link. But these are the strategies that you need to be doing every single day to build your business, right? Leaders are leading from example, okay? They are doing the do. That's what a true leader is. In fact, my upline is John Melton. I don't know if you guys know John Melton. If you do know John Melton, put John Melton in the comments. If you don't, go follow him. He's amazing. He constantly out recruits all of us in his company, in his organization. Guys, like I am telling you, he is a multiple 7-figure earner who is still outperforming all of us, right? Because we lead by example. And so you have to be consistently building your business, okay? And the way to do that is to be making sure that you personally are doing your daily DMOs, your daily income producing activities. These are what you need to be doing, okay? So if you don't have the planner, put planner in the comments. I'll send you the link on Amazon. It literally is like a check-by-check system of everything that you need to be doing in order to build your business. And what happens is because John Melton is constantly building, I feel the need to compete with him. I feel the need to be like, I'm going to do John Melton organizational points over here, and he pushes me harder, right? So that's what you need to be doing as a leader, is you need to be leading by example so that your team is trying to catch up with you, because you will quickly see how there's the runners, right? And so I want you guys to write this down. 80-20. Somebody put that in the comments. 80-20. Okay? 80% of the time, you should be doing your own business. 80% of the time, as a leader, you are working your own business, okay? 20% of the time, you are helping your team. Far too often, I see us leaders, what happens is we start to go into management mode and we're managing our team and we're not building our own team, okay? You should be 80% of the time constantly building your team, constantly working with your customers, constantly working with you, connecting with new people, going through your prospecting planner, okay? And then 20% of the time, you are there to help your team. And I see it far too often, and I did it myself, guys. I fell into management mode when I had first hit the top ranks in my company, in my former company. And you know what ended up happening? My business started to take a downward spiral because I wasn't personally growing. I was too busy trying to manage my team, okay? And here's the honest truth. You are going to find out who your runners are and who are going to deserve your attention, because they're not going to need you for every single question that is being answered. Nobody, when I joined into this industry, no matter which company I joined with, nobody held my hand. I took it upon myself to start diving into the trainings, to start asking the questions, to start showing up, to start learning, to start doing, right? Nobody held my hand and told me exactly what I needed to do. I was self-motivated to do it on my own. And you are quickly going to figure out who it is that is your runners that you need to start, helping a little bit more, and who it is that are your hobbyists, which there's nothing wrong with hobbyists. I'm not knocking the hobbyists, but who it is that like are just here to build a little bit. And what we try to do in the beginning as leaders, before we know better, is we're trying to drag everybody with us. How many of you guys have tried to drag your team with you and you end up getting frustrated? You end up stop building. You end up, too busy in management mode. Put dragged in the comments if that has happened to you, because I've learned it the hard way. Now I have it so that my team, oh yay, somebody says they ordered. Thank you, Facebook user. What I will say is I learned it the hard way. Okay. I truly did. I learned it the hard way, where I went into management mode and I wasn't building my team, and I was trying to drag everybody through the mud and make sure that every single question they had was answered. And I was the leader and I wasn't building other leaders. Okay. I was too busy managing. And so now I have multiple leaders and we all help each other. And I've empowered other people to help them build. And now it's a dream come true. And 80% of the time, I'm still building my business. I'm still connecting with more people. I'm still building relationships. I'm still building friendships. And so my business is growing as opposed to being stagnant or falling. I mean, don't get me wrong. We all have ebbs and flows, but overall, my business was up 100% from 2020 to 2021. And we're on track right now for 2022 to double that again, because I never went into management mode. I went into building mode. I went into leadership mode. Okay. So I'm challenging you guys right now. If you are feeling like a little stuck, or if you're like, what is it going to take for me to be a top earner or a top leader? These are the strategies that you've got to make sure that you're implementing on the daily. Okay. And the last tip that I have for you guys is consistency. If you could put consistency in the comments, that is going to be huge, because what I can tell you is there are very few days, and I am talking very few days in the 8 years that I've been in this industry that I haven't consistently showed up on social media to build my brand. Okay. There are times where I can say I am not showing up as my best self 100%, but I am showing up and I am consistent to a fault. Where can you get the planner? You can get the planner on Amazon. I'll send the link. If you just put planner in the comments, I will make sure you get the link to Amazon. And you can order it on Amazon. Okay. Consistency. I see it. I see people going. Life happens. They fall off. Okay. The way to build the like, know, and trust factor is to be consistent. It's to share your message. Be authentic. Let them know if you're struggling. Don't be a hot mess all the time, but it's okay to let your audience in on what's happening in life, right? That's what makes you real and that's what makes you human. But you need to be consistently building your business. And again, that's where this planner is going to come into play, because this is what consistency looks like. You can literally build this business in 1 hour a day, okay? Now, we're talking leadership level, 1 hour a day, building on social media, getting better, pouring into your mindset, building your business 80% of the time, managing your team 20% of the time. These are all of the strategies that are going to help get you to the top and to the top to stay there. Okay, guys, I'm hoping that this has been helpful. If you can I went away. Hashtag value in the comments. If this has been enlightening to you guys, the number one thing I would say is start with your mindset. Your mindset is going to be the key to your success in this industry. 100%. I've had to pour into myself, probably even more so. My mindset and my confidence has been better here in this network marketing space than it was when I was going through grad school and I was learning all these things as a therapist, right? Like, this has been truly a personal development with a paycheck. My unwavering confidence, my ability to show up, my ability to not give a shit what people think of me, all of that is because of my personal development that I've done. And it's huge. Okay, guys. Janine says, you're always bringing us value, Julie. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Janine. I appreciate it. So anyways, guys, I hope that this was helpful. I know that you have what it takes to be successful. I know you have what it takes to be a leader. And if there's areas that you don't feel comfortable with, that's okay. Guess what? There's personal development to help you get there. Okay. And that's the key to anything in life. All right, guys, I love you. I hope you have an amazing Monday. We're halfway done with April. Go and crush your business. If you've taken your foot off the gas, there's no time like the present to get your foot back on the gas, get building your business, get fired up, because you can look at it as you've got half the month over, or I've got half the month left to crush my business. And that is up to you, how you change your mindset. All right, guys, have an amazing Monday. I love you all. And I will see you next week. Bye, guys.